Friends, when I meet with delegations of teenagers or students, I'm often asked, why did you want to become an ambassador? My answer is that for me, it's a dream come true. It was a childhood wish of a kid from the southern city of Ashkelon who dreamt of defending Israel on the international stage. This love of Israel and fierce sense of loyalty to defend the Jewish state was instilled in me when I heard my grandfather's horrifying stories from Auschwitz. My grandfather Chaim saw his first wife, Bracha, and 7 out of their 8 children brutally murdered in front of his eyes, by the Nazis, and he did everything after the Holocaust to come immediately to the land of Israel with my grandmother, Rachel, to build and strengthen the newly born state. Because he understood like millions of Jews, and like myself, the terrible price if we don't have our own homeland. Since hearing my grandparents' stories, I have dreamt of fighting for the legitimacy of Israel on the world stage. Dear friends, even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined that my 4 years as Israel's ambassador to the United Nations and the United States would look like this. For my family and I, it was one of the most important experiences of our life. 4 years of seminal moments, from a global pandemic to the new peace accords to the horrors of October 7th and the multi-front war Israel is battling today. In these 4 years, I have formed clear positions regarding the UN's moral distortions and indifference, and I've realized that sometimes words alone are not enough. Actions are also required. In a few days, the Jewish people will commemorate Tisha B'Av, the day when our 2 temples were destroyed. It is the saddest day of the Jewish calendar, a day of fasting, but it also contains the seed of hope. Tisha B'Av teaches us that regardless of how bad a situation might seem, we must not lose hope. Never. At this moment, the state of Israel is experiencing extremely difficult times. On October 7th, as you all know, we have suffered the largest single loss of life on one day since the Holocaust. Since then, Israel has been attacked from 7 fronts, completely unprovoked. This is a key strategy of our enemies, to terrorize our civilians and ultimately destroy the Jewish people in our indigenous and ancestral homeland. They are not looking for a diplomatic solution. We should all remember it. Iran and its proxies are threatening to attack us from every direction. Those who try to hurt us should know that we will not be deterred. They must know that they will pay a heavy price, and our long arm will reach them everywhere. Even today, as Iran openly threatens to punish Israel, the UN is silent once again. Iran has understood this silence as giving it a green light to carry on its preparations to attack millions of Israelis, millions that are waiting right now. The UN's current silence on Iran is reminiscent of the global silence after the Wannsee Conference in 1942, when the Nazi leadership decided on the final solution. They too understood this silence to be a green light for the murder of millions of Jews. Nonetheless, despite this, I am telling you that standing here today, we will win. We will prevail. And how do I know this? Because we have no other choice. And as Prime Minister Golda Meir famously said, we have nowhere else to go. Nowhere. The Jewish people remember our joyous moments and our sad moments. We never give up. We never lose hope. We have faith and we have determination. So it is determination and the strength of Jews throughout history that drove me these last 4 years, as Rabbi Steinmetz mentioned about empires that were destroyed. I have tried to project this determination and faith in every speech that I delivered, in every meeting, and during every media interview. Many times I was asked how I could come every day to work in a place that has so much hate and hypocrisy towards Israel. So I'll tell you how. It was simple. Why it was simple? Because it's easy to defend Israel, because if you know the truth and you believe in something, you proudly hold your head high and even in the face of constant criticism and attacks. I know the good that I represent, the most moral country in the world, Israel. This is why my message has always been to go on the offensive, precisely because I recognize clearly the hypocrisy of our haters and enemies and how they treat not only us, not only Jews and Israelis, but their own civilians, be it in Gaza or in Iran and any other country. We have nothing to apologize for, friends. It is a pure double standard.